जी बोलेंगे इसका फोटो लो। ले लिया बोल के मैं तो
क्या करेंगे मतलब बस ये देख एग्जीबिशन जो भी
अंधा है क्या तू?
This being this 120th year of World anniversary, we thought that we would be launching a leather mission that is basically to ensure that the leather industry in this country is 100% self-reliant. Because that is something which he wanted when he conceived this institute and then this of getting a business. So now the whole scenario is completely changed. The entire Indian area of the leather world is developed and generated in this country. We are the number 2 manufacturer of exporter of this world. best one, the first thing is that this is like a good sample to the specialty and in terms of environmental conditions, today as of next year, so this 2022 will be his birth anniversary, so from 21 to 28 is birth anniversary. And I had a very long time with Tyagarajan. So Professor B.M. Das was the first director. Dr. Naidama, as I said. Professor Sandappa was one of the best polymer technologists in this country. And we had for some time Dr. Mitra. These are people who came later. Dr. Ramsamy went on to become the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology and all that. And I have also Dr. Tyagarajan was behind the modernization of the leather industry. He brought in the chemical engineering aspects into it.
We're talking about this dissemination center?
This is the dissemination center, sir. This way, we go this way, sir. We did have the RT-PCR, so the moment the call came that we should start the testing facility, my colleagues in the biological sciences went in and started doing the testing activity. Thankfully, through the IGAB, there was also a container model of testing facility sponsored by the Hewlett Packard coming in. But later it became that it was too small for our activity, so we created one facility here. We worked with the state government. My students were sent to the King's Institute while we were doing samples here. Totally we have analyzed about 56,000 samples as on date. We also imparted training programs to people from the ESI hospital and other places on testing activities. And my younger colleagues are involved with the development of the cost-effective diagnostic kits, and they got some projects on that, and they are now, I will ask them to explain these also to you. Sir, the institute is known for its biological activities. We have been involved with the assessment of scar formation and also wound dressing materials. Some of these materials are already in the market today. For instance, this is a product which is already in the market called as a Sinner Heal. It's a collagen-based particle dressing system for this thing, and then these are collagen sheets, which has also been marketed through these companies called APQ. So this is going very well today in terms of the same to developing sensors now, essentially to look into the wastewater issues for the metal ion contamination and those kind of things. Essentially speaking about arsenic, lead, and those kind of things which might end up in the wastewater. Sir, leather is all about making it smarter today. So in the last 2-3 years, we have been developing the gloves to suit the modern day conditions. The present situation is that you have to remove the glove if you want to operate your touchpad. So we are making the leather a little bit conductive by coating into it, so that both magnetic can be used for the smart screens. This is one aspect which we have been talking about. So now we are at TRL level 4. An activity which is going on now. So the hide of skin is preserved using salt, the common salt by the farmers, and that is the one which is creating the total dissolved salt content in this wastewater. And India's major problem is that. So to avoid that, we came out with a product called SPCU, like salt. It has an advantage that it preserves the skin and also can remove the hair. Now we are trying to go and get this into the market. Only issue is the cost of the salt versus cost of the product. And we are trying to work it out with the abatter tanner mechanism to see with how. This you have already heard, sir, the waterless chrome tanning technology. Now about 120 tanners across the world have implemented it. Government of Ethiopia is trying to sign up an agreement with Government of India to take this technology to all the tanneries in their country. So it's going to do very well. This is a new indigenous product that we are talking about. In tune with the modern requirements of meeting the regulations on pollutants and all those kind of things. It's called as Blue, and there is also another product called as chromelamine syntan. Generally, whenever we make a synthetic tanning agent to fill the protein in the chicken feet leathers and the fish skin, it's now in the market. There are more than 3 startup companies who are now working on it, and the thing which you already know about it, sir, the fabric combinations with the Northeast groups. We have penetrated very well into the Northeast. We have penetrated going more as a skill development activity. We are taking it down to the grassroots level people, teaching them how to make these products and giving it to their level through an NGO so that they get their money back. Every year we are coming out with a new design card so that they keep refreshing their design systems as well. Which you have already, this is now goes as a watch strap, sheets, I can make anything out of it, is what we said, sir. Technologies, all of them are in the market today. Kanpur is using this zero discharge systems. Tamil Nadu has already implemented the zero liquid. So this is one new thing where from the waste animal, as of now, hybrid gelatin is completely imported into the country, and we are composting is another area where the waste is converted into fertilizers, and we are working with the National Productivity Council, NTPC, and others for taking it to the farm level. Circular economy is what we are today talking about. So I am taking the paper and pulp waste and converting it into a synthetic tanning agent for use in the industry. So same way I am tying up with the textile waste also. So that's what, this is another one from my waste, leather waste, taking it into activated carbon for the rubber soles for the footwear. This is another aspect which we are now promoting in the anti-solid waste. We have completed the pilot stage studies in Kanpur, and their energy for waste management will be generated from there in that process. The effluent treatment plants are being given with modern effluent treatment plants. It's a program which is doing very well, and this is on ensuring the sustainability of the leather industry. We are into testing. We are an NABL accredited testing facility. We cater to the safety issue testing requirements, all of the Army, and now the Ladakh program is also going to commence immediately after the winter. It will be multitasking activities there. You are aware, sir, our intervention in Ethiopia. Now we have calls in Kenya, Rwanda, still in the pipeline, and we hope that we will be doing good in Africa. CL Pune have an waste management park here. We have an STP system which is getting constructed now, which will take my institute's school and quarters waste, convert it into the manure for my horticulture systems here. As well as we are also having the wildlife in the campus, so I protect them through ensuring that deforestation is maintained. So this you are already aware of this. The MB Diabetes has commercialized the footwear called as a Diastep. This is now going bigger with them, and MB Diabetes has completely taken over this product and giving to almost all the diabetic patients that we are talking about for the footwear related issues. So this is a new program that we are just starting. This is an issue to get that soil tuned to start the crystallization of the soil. They almost walk on this on that farmland, acres of land for about 3 inches calcite. Nothing happened. They don't have any pain or anything on their feet. They say they cannot bear any. What is happening in that process? We devised very simple tools for measuring their feet movement. No cumbersome techniques, etc. And to bear and protect their feet. This is another thing which is now just started program. So it's a very ambitious program. As on today, our entire Siachen and other -40 requirements of dress of the armed forces is being imported. So we worked with the defense forces and understood their requirements, and now we are developing the leather materials, especially the gloves, which can withstand that -40. As on today, if you take the present ones, they will crack off. So we are now looking at what kind of chemicals we can make indigenously and provide that. And this is also for the armed forces. Job commercializing it to a Coimbatore-based company.
Antiviral?
It's antiviral, sir. He's got it tested in both the King's Institute. It's an organic compound which he is used to treat the cotton. So he's got it tested, etc. Dr. Denersu is the one who is behind it. That's you can
Sir, the way textile dyes are fixed, the same chemistry is used, but we have used a colorless antiviral agent here. That is why it looks white. And it looks white because the drug molecule is white. And it is uniformly coated. So
Yes, measured up to 8 washes.
after 8 washes, I tested this. It is covalently fixed there.
We have developed modular systems, foldable and modular systems, which can be taken, like folded, structure can be folded and unfolded. That can be implemented within no time. And it will be like this. First it will be folded, this we can unfold it. This has been even, we also transferred this technology to L&T and the Pressmark Industries. Sir, this is the emergency restoration system. This is the emergency restoration system where when there is a failure due to huge savings will be, this is coming under Atmanirbhar, sir, Atmanirbhar program. This we, I think we inaugurated this program. It's a 10-bedded hospital. Which was installed at Arakonam, sir.
So in 7 days, this building can be completed.
This can be completed.
And it's also very lightweight.
This is emergency restoration. Very good. Yes.
We'll go this way.
And for Atmanirbhar Bharat, renewable energy.
Questions? $29 पहले लॉन्च हुआ था और उसके बाद जैसे इंडस्ट्री रीओरिएंट होते गए, डॉक्टर श्रीराम in following the British shoe sizing system. India does not have its own shoe sizing system, and the last time a revision was made for the shoe sizing system, it was in the year 1969. Of course, in 1980, a revision was made, but no change was made. An adaptation of what was done in 1969 was made. What is wrong with that sizing system that today we feel we need our own sizing system? The problem lies with non-standardized footwear being sold in the Indian domestic market. For instance, if my shoe size is 8, and if I go to a branded store, if I pick up an 8, and I'm still not sure if that size 8 is going to fit me, but I know that I have to say a size 8. But if I go and buy a non-branded footwear, I have to try a 9, perhaps a 10. And many times these problems come with the ladies who are there in our family. Per se, if I'm traveling to Delhi or to Bombay and I like to pick up a pair of shoe or a sandal for my wife, and she says, "Mera size 5 hai." So I try to bring a 5, but then it doesn't get into a feet. Or even otherwise, when the two of us go to a marketplace, size 5 is not fitting. but this whole effort is to have an Indian sizing system. The time given to us is 14 months, and we are on track, and at the end of 14 months we will have an Indian footwear sizing system. So much so that the brands who are from foreign and they want to sell their shoes in India, we will also be providing the Indian equivalents to an American shoe size, or to a European shoe size, or to a British shoe size, so that they come and say that this American shoe is equivalent to India's shoe size 8. That's what it is about. So that was the first project. The second project is about comfort shoes for women. I add a couple of cushioning materials into the feet, into the footwear. It becomes soft. Is that what it is? Is that why CSIR and CLRI here is to add some materials and to ensure that we get the comfort properties in footwear? No. We are scientifically determining what are the materials that go into footwear, and through the use of our gait analysis laboratory, which is there on the ground floor of this very own building, we have developed a range of styles. So on our tour, we will be showing you the shoes that we have developed with an industry partner, and that industry partner designs in India, manufactures in India, and for the first time CSIR, CLRI will have our own brand. The brand is called Toe Spring, and this is a comfort line of shoes for women. India is exporting leather and leather products to the tune of 5.8 billion US dollars. And this comprises of finished leather, shoes, handbags and accessories, harness and saddlery, leather garments, and shoe uppers. If we have to sell addressed to the seasons, to the European market, for the European market or for the American market, where they have the spring, summer, and the autumn, winter, this information is to be reached out to the Indian consumer. The Indian consumer does get this information from his own buyers. But when, after the season is over, the buyer tells that this is one swatch, so can you copy this leather and send it to me? But that is not what India is about. Here we are talking about India knowing the same information when Europe knows. So we go there with our own Indian leather color proposals, participate in those color meetings, and today in a color card which is sold globally, 70 to 80% of the colors chosen are the colors that are proposed by the Indian tanners. And this is acknowledged in the global shade card, so that when this shade card is sold globally, the tanneries have a reference to the Indian companies where they can source that particular leather. And that was about the global shade card. And then the fourth and the last one, of course, sir, it's not on the list, is that annually the industry and us, we have a meet. This is going to be the 54th edition, and we are going to do it in a hybrid format with a small group as well as virtually. Originally it was called the Tanners Get Together. We had 25 editions of Tanners Get Together. At that point of time, the product industry was not ready. But ever since India in the mid 80s or early 90s became a products manufacturer, we had to re-christen the Tanners Get Together as Leather Research Industry Get Together. And the 54th edition of the Leather Research Industry Get Together is slated for the 28th of January. We have eminent industry speakers. Yesterday, they were all speaking in a different tone, but since March of 2020, the country has changed, the connect has changed. We are speaking to one another on a daily basis on the virtual format. Travel is not there. This does not mean that the connect is not there. All this work that is happening is both through travel as well as connect. So with the kind permission of Director of CLRA, may we go ahead with the releases, sir. This launch is about the developing of standards for the Indian footwear sizing system. Thank you, sir. This is called toe spring. So this color card is the colors what will be in fashion 18 months from today for spring summer 2022 season. This is our annual meet, which is called the Leather Research Industry Get Together, and we have the 54th edition being announced. Who likes to attend a wedding, she can't wear those shoes that are made at Metro and Regal, but at the same time she feels nice if she has to wear a metallic sandal. So this is the comfort footwear, also with this social thing in mind, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is our room.
These are kids in various colleges participating and getting a design award for it. This is what you had seen earlier also.
The scanning will be done. Just you have to place your foot using that. Then we will be scanning it one by one. Yeah. Any foot that you can carry. You have to remove your shoes. You have to set. You can see. No, one is enough. You can remove the shoe alone. No need for changing socks. One second. You place it.
So there, scan பண்றது பின்னாடி
Wrinkles.
So the measurement, the wrinkle should
Yeah,
That's good.
fine, fine. Put here. Start. Slightly before you have to move your, yeah, fine. Over.
That's all, sir. That's all. Just about 30 seconds is the measurement time, sir. The recorded. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Only the all are larger cities actually. So we need to compete.
போன லட்சம் முகாம் அது பக்கத்து மகாலம் வந்திருக்கு அங்கே கொஞ்சம் நேரம் அங்கே தான்
It desired that he will be with us today and talk to all of us. Sir, as a scientist of this institute, before having become the director of this institute, I have had the opportunity to listen to you several times. Each time that you talk to us, you give us lot of, let me put it that you give us lot of encouragement to the best of the science that we can do. And in the last 1 year, through the virtual interactions that I had with you, along with other fellow directors, you have been motivating us to do what we could not have done in several years also. Whatever CSIR has done in this COVID times is thanks to your encouragement and tremendous support. And the CSIR remains ever grateful to you, sir, for this. During this, we can get motivated and look forward to serving the country better. Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Shri Ram, Director of the prestigious institute that it is CSIR, Central Leather Research Institute, and also
Dr. Ramanujan Yugulu, our acting director of the other CSIR Institute, the Engineering Research Institute, Research, all the other scientists, young students, researchers, all the employees of these prestigious institutions, and also our friends from the media. Friends, it's always a pleasure to be part of a function of any of the institutions of CSIR, and I've always enjoyed my visits to these scientific institutions of high repute and standing, which have given India name and fame, not only within India but also all across the world. I always say that with a sense of great pride that CSIR, one of the oldest institutions of the country, born even 5 years earlier to when we were born as a independent nation, although we are thousands of years old, but we were born as an independent nation in 1947, but CSIR was born in 1942, and this particular institution, CLRI, I have special affinity and attachment for this institution because the foundation stone of this institution was laid by my most revered leader, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who was the first vice president of CSIR, who was a great visionary, and I was told by the director that we are going to celebrate his birth. I think it's completing 120 years. 120 years after his birth, and the year is going to be celebrated in a big way, of course, by this institution and by the other places where he had served so selflessly. Example of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee laying down his life for the sake of the country. I think it gives a lot of inspiration to many of us, many young minds, and it will continue to inspire us. This institution is very, very prestigious. The way you have progressed in various fields, the way you have done a lot for the leather industry, and if you go back to what Mahatma Gandhi said and what we have achieved today, I think there is a huge difference in terms of our accomplishments. Today we are not inferior to anybody in the world, but we are superior to most of the people in the world. And when I talk of CSIR also, overall, I'm always reminded of this, remember this statistics that in a list of over 1200 institutions like the ones that CSIR has been working for, supported by government, where the research is promoted with public money. There are 1200 institutions like this all over the world. And last 6 years as a science and technology minister and also as the vice president of CSIR, I have seen that our ranking keeps varying between 9 to 15 or something like that. That's international ranking, Shimago ranking. So this ranking itself speaks volumes about our capacity, capability, potential, and the way we have accomplished things. And this is a joint progress made by all the scientists of the CSIR community. This institution, here the name of the institution is Central Leather Research Institute. But I always remember 2020, most of the people will remember 2020 as an year where COVID had made our lives different, it had made the lives of many miserable, it had cost us so much in terms of having lost many of our dear colleagues, friends, family members, corona warriors, doctors, professionals, frontline workers, and so much is there around COVID to remember 2020. But I say that for me 2020 has been the year of science and has been the year of scientists. It is not the responsibility of a laboratory like this one working for the field of leather research, giving a waterless chrome technology which is followed by more than 100 tanners and many countries now all across the world to be doing testing or planning for testing or maybe trying to find out easier ways of testing or to be helping the hospitals in and facilitating in the smooth process of testing. But all our laboratories, all our scientists, they have risen to the occasion. They did not think about what their domain was, what their responsibility was, what the research that they were doing. Everybody stood up. And from very difficult circumstances, when we started working against COVID under the able leadership of our Prime Minister in January, yesterday I said it was 8th January, the first meeting that I had organized in the Health Ministry after the WHO had informed the world about the coronavirus located in China. We were the first ones to respond and we had organized the first meeting on 8th January 2020. And just yesterday we completed 1 year of that. So what I was mentioning was that from the day one under the able leadership of our Prime Minister we started working. We issued all advisories and all those things. But when during the initial phases there were a lot of problems. We had to import kits, we had to import testing kits, we had to import even the N95 masks, there were issues around ventilators, there were issues around trucks, there were issues around virtually everything. But within no time, the whole scientific community stood up like a rock, started putting in the best foot forward, putting in their heart and soul into everything. And one by one, our professionals in the health sector and our professionals in the science sector, they started solving our problems. And now when 2020 has gone, we can say with a lot of confidence that Prime Minister, he gave a clarion call for an Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we actually showed to the whole world that we are an Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are no longer going to import the testing kits, we are no longer going to import the masks or the PPE kits or the ventilators, or we exported drugs to over 150 countries. We isolated the virus, we started the genome sequencing. A lot of people are talking about this genome sequencing happening in other places like UK and all, where we have got this mutation, etc. But in our country, we were doing this genome testing of the virus even in the CSIR labs, and we started it much earlier, 5-6 months back, 7 months back. We created biorepositories, we started working on the vaccines. The vaccine research and vaccine development process has given us these 2 new vaccines in the year 2021, and now when I am talking to you, we are in the process of actually delivering the vaccine, an Indian vaccine, to the people of India. Very soon, in the next, near future, can't tell you the exact date, but any time, Prime Minister is going to talk to all the Chief Ministers day after tomorrow, and very soon we'll be able to deliver. So all this and many other things, this is all gone into what we have seen in 2020, which has given us the courage and the confidence about our ability, in our potential. It has, I think, for future times given us the strength to ensure that the Prime Minister's call for the Atmanirbhar Bharat, or for a new India where he wants a smile on everybody's face in 2022 when we complete 75 years of our independence, or the dream of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who laid the foundation of this institution. We shall be able to fulfill all these dreams. And the very interesting program that I launched today, you know about your achievements, you know what you have done for the leather industry in particular, and for so many things that you are doing. I had gone and visited once again the newly created dissemination center by Dr. Shriram and his colleagues, where everything has been displayed symbolically, but the new fashion studio, where I spent some time just before coming to you, and the country, after so many years of independence and so many years of, we using the footwear sizes which have been given to us by maybe UK, US or France or many other nations. For the first time, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, a new dimension has been given to the thought process, to the vision, whereby we are creating our own Indian standards for size and all. And we are not talking about it as a theory, only as a slogan. And in virtually every field, there is that strategy and the determination to actually make ourselves self-reliant. And today, the action around this has also started, because this institution has plans to do a nationwide survey in almost 93 to 95 districts, covering rural areas, covering urban areas, all across India, and do this survey with 1 lakh people, assess their foot size with the latest scientific principles, and then develop these size parameters for India. So maybe, and of course we have to thank the Commerce Ministry for the support that they have given to us for this. We have to thank our Indian Statistical Organization, led by our Minister Sadanand Gowda ji, Commerce Ministry led by Piyush Goyal ji, for all the support and the technical guidelines, and now I was told that after maybe 1 or 2 years, all those things which come from outside also, and now most of the leather things and all, we are the second most important or the strongest exporter of all those things. So you will have an Indian size, and then comparatively, what is the American size or the UK size that it matches with. So this whole issue, otherwise the Indians who have a sort of a different configuration, they have slightly maybe broader toes and all. So many of us have felt this. I have also all my life felt that when you go there, you put a 7 or 8 number, actually one is either very loose or other is very so much tight fitting, and then you develop those small edemas if you wear those shoes, localized edemas if you wear those shoes for a long duration. So this is one very, very important thing that has been launched today, and I was told that my foot size has been taken today. It's probably the I'm part of that survey of 1 lakh people, and I am probably the first one who is contributing to the survey. Another very interesting thing that was told was that this color chart about the leather and all, where the international team actually selects, or the proposals are given from all over the world, and then there is a selection by an international jury. Right now the situation is such that 70%, 70 to 80% of the colors that are selected, they actually belong to India. And when I say they belong to India, they have been developed by our own people under the leadership of this particular institution. And then also to continue with the research, they have this meeting or the organization of discussions for industry, for the academic people, and of course for the people who are involved with the leather activities. Is going to happen for the 54th time. This meeting is the
27 January.
No, that's on 28th January, but it is 54th time.
54th, yes,
54th time. I think a couple of things there. We released one more thing now, apart from
That's
this.
the Toe Springs, our own brand.
Yes. That's another very interesting thing that I could. I was part of releasing was this toe spring. The type of material that has been generated, the type it is being used, and especially for the women. I think that's Toe Spring is another Indian brand basically. So India can also be a big brand, and India has under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on every front. It's not only about these footwears. We have seen that we are strongly moving ahead in the process of developing our own brand. So friends, today we have we are in a different situation. I thank you all that in spite of COVID times and the risk to which we are always exposed, we continue to work sincerely. We did not say no to this function because our auditorium is closed, but you very happily contributed to sitting under the tree and in open, and giving me the confidence and also the support on behalf of the scientific community of CSR, CSIR, CLRI, and also CSIR CERC. So thanks all of you, and as I have always said that we must, this year of science has given so much to the country through the scientists. I think now for building up a new India, and now for building up a Vishwa Guru Bharat, and now for building up a self-reliant Bharat, each one of you has to brainstorm with your colleagues, but more with your own self, introspection inside. What is that, and how can I actually contribute to the slogan, the goal, the vision and the dream of the Prime Minister of producing a self-reliant Bharat. Things have started unfolding in that direction, and very soon you will actually in the coming years see a self-reliant Bharat. We will all be able to see a Vishwa Guru Bharat, and that will be the time when you should all have the satisfaction that we are also the ones who are part of this India, because we at that time thought of something like this, worked on something like this, produced something like this, and this something has produced this measurable and perceptible difference, which has contributed to our country having become Atmanirbhar Bharat, having become one day a Vishwa Guru Bharat. That is the potential that India has, Indian science has. Our ancient wisdom in the field of science is supreme. We have guided, we have helped, we have shared our experience. We have had the greatest of scientists in this country. We have a very powerful, strong DNA, and I am sure with our capabilities and the inherent greatness and goodness that we all have imbibed as a part of our life, it is certainly going to give the country great strides in every field, and more particularly in making relevant the fact that science has the power and the potential to change the lives of the common man, the poor man, to alleviate the long-standing unsolved sufferings of the poor people of India. You look at your own institution, the fate of the people who work with the candy industry, it has been changed. Last time when I came, or maybe I don't know if I saw that in the science festival, you are training thousands of the workers associated with this industry. They are all very poor people. They are likely to suffer from some health hazards also if they were not better techniques. And the way you have in fact transformed their lives, given them training, and of course some of the state governments are also asking CLRI, our scientists, to train these poor workers. So you have by now realized, and you have by now seen yourself what is your potential. Now is the time. We are standing at that level where a little bit of churning of our own ideas can give us a new direction, and each one of you will really be part of the future history under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So I wish you all good luck. Thanks for your cooperation in 2020, and I am sure 2021 should be a much better, happier year, which gives you more happiness and prosperity. So I pray to God for your success in all your endeavors in 2021. Thank you so much.
And it is also released passion for testing card under Atmanirbhar Bharat. And listen to the minister's speech. And thank you very much, sir, for giving us very. We will try towards Vishwa Guru. We will try, sir, with all your guidance and things. And each and every one of you and the administrations of CSIR, CLRI, CRC for making this. Thank each and every one of you for making this success, for this program as a grand success.
Request you all to please wait, do not move, please. Fill out the room.
For the induction this is an upcoming lab. We are thinking right from the chemical analysis to ensure that no hazardous chemicals go into their products. Abhi, what is happening is that the dyes. So this lab is being set up in that room, and these are already
15 year visit. So this is really first of its kind lab in CSIR. So we analyze how we work. So visually the doctors will test how they are working, what is the disability, what the patient is making the mistake. But this is a quantitative analysis. The analysis is 3D gate analysis. We can know even minute changes, what mistake between left and right, and when we are working whether the patient is moving all its joints to its required degree. So our joints are freely movable. It is designed, but due to other factors like aging or diabetes or congenital problems or external factors like wrong kind of footwear or fitting footwear, we may not utilize our muscles and joints fully. We may manage, but what wrong we are doing in walking, the major problems can be prevented.
So after, like you will scientifically diagnose.
Yes.
But
Yes, sir. We give a detailed report. That will
report
be
is
the
a
report
scientific
for
thing, na?
the
You may follow that.
goes back to
report.
the doctor who referred him to us.
Okay.
So the doctor tells him there are two parts. There will be physiotherapy which is doctor will refer us. The guidance to correct it.
Not only referring back to the doctor. Maybe we can
Create a linkage.
collaborate and develop a linkage with some of these institutions.
Sure, sir.
Where we are either with the physiotherapy people, hours
Yes,
to
sir.
do the analysis. So then those 2 hours, they should be utilized. Na?
Yes.
She is doing it for 5 people a day, spending 10 hours, and if the person cannot improve, what the fault we have diagnosed.
Absolutely, sir.
If the doctor diagnoses, then the treatment also has to be given and explained, and also the compliance has to be ensured.
We'll create a linkage.
Just think about it.
Sure, sir. Yes.
Not that I am telling
No,
you
no.
you create it.
Yes.
You see,
We'll work
Discuss
with
with
them
your-
and see how it goes.
discuss with your colleagues and discuss with some good orthopedic.
Humanistic data.
This is the advanced thing. So it will give the not the 3D your full joint gait it not give, but only the pressure map and the contact and the center of all the pressure of all.
So it will be 3 minutes only and then no problem.
Okay. Step up.
Yes.
Yes. Now you can. This is static analysis. You can leave your hand so that you will complete. So this is your map. So it shows that you are leaving back forefoot and back foot. The weight has to be distributed equally.
So she says that now she has mapped your weight distribution. You are seem to be giving more weight on your back foot rather than the forefoot. according to the contour that, so you are giving more weight on
Because
these
of
two
the
segments
shoe design,
because of the
the
shoe or
heel.
the way you have been giving pressure now. You have been giving more pressure on this part than the forepart. It's not equal.
Because of this also.
No, you were standing without it when it was pushing.
Now we do dynamic.
Without shoe also can.
Please compare with and without shoe.
If we have been practicing on a treadmill, then she can do the next
Oh,
part.
yes.
Okay, then go.
Again, step up.
You have to step.
Now I start, it will up.
Can circumfold it.
Yeah, so now you can hold.
Okay, fine.
For safety.
Can make it. Okay, fast.
0.1 weight, 0.1
You
not
you are doing it according to your
yes, it's a program like that only, but we do for patients. When you say stop,
No, I am okay.
okay.
I do this. I mean, now these gyms are closed, but I've been doing it for an hour. 7.5 speed.
Oh, then you will run over there.
So that's not a problem.
Now don't record.
It's 2.5.
Three. Because the patient may not aware that when you are recording, so it will be the next.
You want to make it faster?
No, she requested it.
Now we usually we will do 3 kilometers.
only.
Yeah.
Yes, then we will increase if the patient is comfortable with that. So this is actually very time we are saving this with this. We will get the step length, stride length, speed, velocity, and the step width also, and the pressure distribution and the center for the pressure between left and right. Ideally, it has to be. You want to increase the speed? Or I will stop.
Now it is not my. You have to do it for
Yeah.
whatever your protocol is.
I will stop, sir. It will stop.
No problem.
How the gait has changed because of the figure. This is the forefoot and back foot. Ideally, it has to be on standing on heel. But walking, it should be on forefoot, ideally. But for you, it is correct, sir. For forefoot, when you are walking, it is more on forefoot. But the symmetry between your pressure, maybe we have our leading foot. Most of us, it will be right.
You would like to advise specific precaution or anything?
What kind of shoe you are wearing?
No, not that.
Maybe
He is walking straight.
whatever, shoe,
You have
gait,
to walk with your pace, sir. You don't need, for your age, you don't need to strain. You don't need to stretch your foot. With your pace, how much you can walk, you can walk. But swinging your hands.
they can't put the Ganga into any tough work.
And he leads the program in Kanpur. The entire the program which I talked to you about, the Commerce Ministry funded modernization of all the common effluent treatment plants in the country. He is taking care of that.
Even the Prime Minister had visited last year.
Completely involved with the COVID testing activity. We work on many times on a 24/7 scheme also, taking trips to do the analysis. We ensured that we had a doctor also emeritus. So she has an MD in virology, right? Microbiology. So we took her also into the team for the time being to ensure that we do everything perfectly.